All right, guys, we're back. Double Dave's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for clicking that button. Make sure you like and follow, comment. We got Dave here. We got Doug here. Mr. Duck East, thank you for coming by. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, Doug, tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm originally here from Alabama.
Alabama, Roll Tide.
Roll
Yes,
Tide,
that's
Roll
right.
Tide. Been in San Antonio, Texas since 2016.
Oh, okay.
And I found it to be a quite nice transition from Alabama, you know.
And you've been all in San Antonio. You didn't stop nowhere else.
No, I
Just
didn't.
straight
I
to
didn't
San
stop
Antonio.
anywhere else. No. I got the message. I got the memo that San Antonio was the spot. I was looking for a change for myself. You know, coming from my background, I just wanted a change for myself. I come from a small country town. Shout out to Tallahassee, Alabama. All right, yeah,
Tallahassee.
yes, sir. High school, home of the Tigers. All right, yeah. And so it's a small country town, you know. And so
Hey, Dux, you want to put your earphones on?
Oh, I ain't, man, my bad. I've been tripping the whole time. Wow.
There you go. Now you can hear.
I even asked for the headphones. I know, right? My bad. No wonder I was talking to y'all guys. Y'all looking like, why you so mute right now?
Yeah,
My bad.
no,
I
we
got
can hear
you.
you.
I got you. But no, I come from a small country town, you know. And when I call it country, it's just everybody was loving, friendly,
Right.
kind, together, you know. And back home in Alabama, you can have segregation as your main platform if you want to, but everybody was kind and nice. Everybody, you know, we only had two colors that I really paid attention to, you know, and that was just black and white, and everybody had their own ways of doing things.
Right,
but,
right.
you know, my change come from me wanting to make a difference from myself, all right?
Right.
Because I felt like I outgrew my little small hometown, but I loved it at the same time, you know? And when I moved up here to San Antonio, I'm a city boy, too, because I was born in Montgomery, Alabama. I just
Montgomery,
moved to
okay.
the country. Yeah. I'm down there where the civil rights really was a real thing, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Where you really have to be respectful and mindful of yourself, where you really had to respect your elders growing up, you know? We're in a society in an era now where the elders don't get a respect, so how would you expect that
I
to be
can't even tell you
reciprocated?
the last time I heard a younger kid say yes, ma'am, or no,
Yes.
ma'am, yes, sir,
Yep.
thank you, sir.
Yep,
It's
yep.
been a while,
Yep,
man.
those etiquettes are already out of
Matter
the
of
window.
fact, when I go to the store, when I go inside of HEB or whatever, sometimes I'll catch a little kid holding the door open. Like he'll just stay there, hold the door open for people as they come in. I reach in my pocket and get him $1. There you go, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good looking out, bro.
And then eventually you see that guy being a door greeter at Walmart, right? So I'm talking about,
yeah.
don't inspire
He's in
nobody to do
practice.
something that they won't do for
He's
themselves.
like, hey, I can
okay?
make money doing
Yeah,
this.
man, you can make money.
I have a question. So, because it was black and white in the little town, so you didn't, there was no Mexican Americans or any Asian Americans or anybody else.
That's
or?
right. Don't let me act as if I don't know no better, okay? But I'm just speaking in general. No,
Because my comeback was going to be. So when was the first time you ate a taco,
I
man?
know that's right. I'm going to tell you. We're going to get to that story. And I can promise. And it wasn't on a Tuesday either, okay?
It wasn't Taco Tuesday.
Wasn't on a
Yeah.
Tuesday at all.
Okay.
But no, the Hispanics that I, was raised up around, or I won't even say raised up because I didn't have that culture, okay? But the Hispanics that I saw was the little small Hispanic man with the family and the 6 kids,
Six kids in a
with
two-door.
with the crease pants,
Yeah.
living, no speaker to English, with the caps in their mouth and making a way. Not the Hispanics. Once I moved to San Antonio, they look just like me.
So were you doing stand-up in Alabama?
No, I was not.
You just started here in San Antonio?
I started in San Antonio. My first love behind a microphone and the love of people was karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that. You ain't
yeah,
got to tell
yeah.
me, but you're
Man.
telling the world.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I seen it firsthand. Just an absolute show.
And I'm cold with it too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yes.
And so I think within that, I think I've always been a jokester or, but I didn't have the concept of what I'm doing right now.
Right.
I did not know that I was already doing those things right now, unbeknownst to me. I just thought I'd get on the mic, sing a good song, nail it. I want to sound just like the artist. All right. So that gives me the advantage. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
That's right. So if I can't hit this Leonard Skinner, guess what? Duck can't hit it either. I tell you what, all right? But I am good at reading, okay? Then I got all 3 educations, okay? I got a high school diploma, I got a GED, and a college education. That's right.
Yeah,
I have
there you
all
go.
of them. That's right. And
I
they
ain't got
work.
one of those.
Man, listen. All they do is just pick up common sense,
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, yeah.
But back to the Hispanics back home in Alabama, you only had the Hispanics where you really had the real sense of urgency of, man, these guys are moving from Mexico to come here to make a better living.
Right.
I have always worked around Hispanics. I've always worked around Hispanics. My
Yeah.
brother, he's Cuban. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And growing up for me, I was listening to my sister teach my brother-in-law how to speak English. So that was a light advantage, you know, especially in the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got a Cuban brother-in-law. He all handsome, chocolate, and he don't know no English. What? What? You know what I mean? And here I am. I'm picking that up, and I'm picking up his dialect, his lingo.
Right. Yeah.
So when I get here to San Antonio, when you get a Hispanic and a Mexican culture, I'm still feeling that I'm Cuban.
Yeah, right.
I feel more attached to the Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like that's what my nature is. I get my hair cut from them. I sound just like them after that.
They're completely different, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
completely.
because I was a cafeteria lady, right?
Yes.
When I was working cafeteria, I worked with nothing but Mexicans, and that's how I said it, Mexican ladies.
Yes.
Not even. One was from Mexico.
Right.
One was from Puerto Rico. One was from Cuba. One was from, like they were spread out.
Right.
And they all had, their language is completely different.
Yes.
Like whenever I would say in Spanish to this one, she'd be like, I'm not Mexican.
Right.
Don't talk to me like that. Like,
All of my Spanish now is broken. Very broken. It's 8th grade, okay? And I got that out of a very particular way of learning it.
Yeah.
But I just grasps to it.
So when you go get you a taco, how do you order? Like if you went to a taco stand and they don't know how to talk English, what do you say? They go,
I say,
hola, ¿cómo estás?
Sí, I say, sí, señor. On the dos, the number, como say the number? Number 2. I promise you it works every time.
and that's how you order a taco when they don't speak English. Yes.
It ain't nothing else to say.
That was broken Spanish. Yeah, 100%.
Yes,
100%.
because the number 2 gonna say asada by itself.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need to pronounce that. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just need to know how to say number 2.
Number 2.
That's it.
That'll
you know,
work.
and they add everything else. You know, and coming to San Antonio, man, it was a real big culture shock. But for myself, coming from Montgomery, Alabama, hood raised. I won't call it ghetto. I'm only saying it now because I'm grown. I'm an adult. I did not know that I was poor growing up.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I did not know, okay? I raised up in a 2-parent household. I watched my mother and my father go out there and what they call it now, bust their chops to make a living for us. You know, now that I'm older and I hear those backstories, I'm like, man, my family was weak as hell. No, I'm just playing.
How come
Yeah,
I
like,
can
you
buy
coulda
this
did
now?
better,
I can
goddamn.
buy this
Right.
now, but they couldn't buy it then.
You can buy it, you know what I mean? You can do it now. I remember having to put stuff on layaway, my very first pair of brand name brand shoes.
Layaway.
Was some Felines, all right?
Felines at Kmart?
Boy, they was on layaway for 16 years. And now y'all got PayPal?
Yeah.
Man, if you would have stuck your foot on the table,
Oh
that fucking feeling.
my God. They was already back out of style and discontinued by
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So with that gave me a little bit of character because now I don't focus on brands. If I can wear that old shoe discontinued and get more eye contact and views and likes off of it because of those shoes, that's what I'm gonna stick
Right.
to.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
because I didn't know I was poor. All right, but I knew I had on somebody else's shirt
Right.
from the thrift store.
100%.
Who the hell is Diane?
Written on the tag in the back.
Shouldn't that be Michael Jordan right there? Why is this silhouette right here vacuuming? I want the good stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I want the good stuff. But this was a real big culture shock when I got to San Antonio because the culture shock come from I tried to come up here and respect the land, the authority of Mexico.
Right.
My bad, San Antonio. My fault, Texas. Wait,
Well, it is
Where we at?
Mexico,
Where we
man.
at?
Man, it's
Viva
Mexico.
Mexico. All right, it is. It's just like Mexico. It's just got a shape of a state around it. All right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know I don't get that right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same deal,
Oh,
same
yeah.
deal. But it was a big culture shock for me because here I am trying to respect the culture, respect the people, because I blend in and I fit in with anybody.
Yes, sir.
100%. I have never met an enemy in my life. I have never met a stranger in my life. Now, it's only when I talk with them or deal with them long enough,
find out who they
somebody
are.
have to reveal themselves, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I give you my name, but as I continue to talk, you gonna know that I need to take a number 2, and I like to eat number 2s. That's eventually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just can't go off the back and know that I like number 2s and like to take a number 2 off the back without giving me an opportunity to give you that information, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Most people only have things on you because you give them the information to have it on you. All right, other than that, you're judging. But the culture shock come from, here I am going into Sears. I'm looking for a job when I first got up here. All right, this Texas,
in
everything bigger.
Sears.
Come on, man.
Sears, man.
Come on, man.
Half of the people going to watch this podcast are going to go, what?
What? Trust
What the
me.
hell, Sears?
They said everything was bigger, so I figured the pay was gonna be double. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
I got a skill set. I already know what I want to do anyway. I just needed to make something for myself. You know,
Right.
get myself. It's a big word I'm trying to use. Damn that word.
I hate it.
Just trying to get myself involved in the city a little bit. I went and I got to speaking Spanish, my 8th grade Spanish. Okay,
Right.
yes sir, and it worked. Hola. No problem. My God, no problem, all right? I tried to go in a little deeper. Man, that Mexican man said, hey, bro, we don't speak that up here. I said, I was already up here 3 days already trying to speak Spanish. I'm like, no English, no habla, no. I'm looking for the black people when I got up here. That's crazy, right? I'm looking for the hood, the black people, nothing but Mexicans, all right?
Yeah.
And then I moved inside of San Antonio, and that's why I found the fucking hood.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, San Antonio is just the hood.
It is a hood,
One
man.
big hood.
Don't nobody speak Spanish.
No, not at all.
I had the
poquito.
same. I had the same situation like you did when I moved here 30 years ago. Same thing, man. I would go to people's cubes and they had Rios and Hernandez and Garcias and all that Gonzalez, and I start talking Spanish at them, and they look at me like, excuse me,
Excuse me?
like what the fuck?
I mean, this is Rodriguez, right? They like, nah, it's Richard today, homie. You got Richard over here, you know?
Hey, man, what's your go-to taco? Like when you go order, what's your like? Man, I gotta have at least 3 of these.
And where?
Yeah, and where?
As soon as I say my woman, that's gonna be a whole problem. Right? First thing right there, you know what I mean? Yeah, a little salsa on that thing on the side. No. Again, my woman, she's actually the go-to for me picking tacos. All right, I grew up eating the tacos where you make the ground beef
Right.
and you use the packet, right?
Yeah.
Y'all
That
see
Ma-
how
that
it got
McCormick's- that
awkward,
McCormick's
right?
packet.
It got awkward, right? Yeah. You don't really have the real cow's head or cow's hip, whatever the Mexicans use, all right? Y'all guys use the real meat. It's a different taste. I know because I have sat down at Mexican people's home, and that's not ground beef at all, okay?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually the ground. Different taste. But my tacos come with the little hard shell, you know what I mean? The little American traditional taco.
Okay,
Yeah.
crunchy
All right?
tacos.
But the real tacos up here is anything in it. All right? Yeah.
Not everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
I had a Red Bull taco one time on a tortilla shell. I said, damn. They said, you want onion with that? Yeah, I had the cilantro too.
cilantro and the
I bit
lime.
it. Boy, I was energized all day. Oh, and the way I eat tacos, it's a proper way to do it, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta know.
See, I always wanted to be in a gang, so I know how to.
We're gonna blur that out.
Sign language is sign language.
It
okay?
is,
And
it
I-
is.
Just because deaf people can understand gang members' hand
Right,
signals, all right?
right.
Don't got nothing to do with us. We thinking it's violent, all right?
Yeah.
A deaf person like, nah, they really didn't say nothing just there, guys. Say nothing to be afraid of here, you know? But there's a certain way to hold a taco. And I remember my first time eating a taco, I held it up like a BC powder. Y'all remember the BC powder?
Yeah.
I threw that motherfucker back. I ain't got nothing but the shell left in my hand. That's it. I didn't need
It
that.
all slid down.
It slid right on there. I gulped it down. Here I am thinking I'm Mexican now. No, that's American lettuce, all right? American tomatoes, all right? It was not, no, but that was my first experience with tacos. Now I eat real tacos, real
Yeah,
authentic
like barbacoa.
tacos. That's right.
You
When
barbacoa.
it's running down your arm,
Oh yeah.
going down your chest, get to your soft spot and turn you on, and you add more guacamole on your body and the taco. Oh. Anyway, that's why I eat tacos now.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just made me hungry.
That's right. All right. 2 for 2, all right?
Yeah, number dos.
Number those.
Number dos.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Oh, but no, man, I try to respect the culture once I got here, and I really try to adapt to everybody, you know, because I can come and be selfish for myself back home in Alabama if I want to, brag on what we do, but I can also live who we are, you know. I can also do that. And coming up here, being who I am, and I got into comedy, Man, I can tell y'all how I got into comedy.
Tell us, yeah, I was going to ask
let's-
you about
let's
that.
start it up.
I thought comedy was taboo because I watched the greats that y'all have right now, the
right,
Steve
right.
Harveys, the D.L.
Yeah, the
Hughley's,
Bernie Mac.
yeah.
the Bernie Macs. That was a time where here I am, 10, 12 years of age. How are y'all making me laugh to understand this material or whatever it is y'all are doing?
Right,
How did y'all captivate me as a kid that want to be out in the streets, that want to be, doing stuff that kids do,
Yeah.
to be able to sit down and articulate this message of adult content at the time,
Yeah.
and those guys did it. I found myself laughing.
We sat in front of the TV for an hour straight.
We did.
We didn't get up to use the restroom. We didn't get up to
Nope.
go get nothing to eat. We watched that full
yeah.
comedy.
We sure did.
My favorite was Chris Rock's Bigger and Blacker. 100%.
Yes.
Dude. But yeah, man. And how did they do that? And I'm still trying to learn that because, I just started comedy.
I just thought it was taboo. I could not do anything of that nature. So this comes into 10 times folds of who I was as a character. Getting behind the mic to do karaoke, I was able to talk. I'm always a talkative person. I always have something to say. That's what I say about myself. You know, man, I got something to say, and people like it. You know,
yeah.
and some of it be profound, some of it may get your attention. Outside of that, I had something to say. I didn't bobble up on it. I wasn't afraid to say it, and it was said in love and kindness. So the reciprocation of it either gonna be, I like that, or you're gonna go out and you're gonna be inspired to do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You know.
When you do your sets, are you how different comics, right? They use like, okay, some of them say, oh, I'm gonna talk about my family, right? And they'll do 20 minutes talking about their family. Others
Right.
are talking about my job or talk about my race or
Right.
talk about politics or what's your go-to?
Again, talking about those greats in the back, listening to everything that is nothing I feel no comedian of today's time can talk about that's more funnier than a 90s comic, even up to a 2000 comic going back, because everything now is all about what's current. We talk about everything that's current. I have seen, and I'm gonna get to what we get to. I have seen our headliner comics, as far as the big names, your Cat Williams and all them, they still talk about COVID.
Yeah.
I watch y'all growing up, that never was a topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could have been because of the material that I heard y'all create. You could have created that situation before it even derived, and it derived, and you already had a joke for it.
Yeah.
So we had jokes for pneumonia. Think about that now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you still got those guys coming out now. 5 years after COVID, still talking about COVID jokes.
Yeah.
But
you're
these are the people who the old heads will go back and pay to see. We're not trying to see the new wave and new generation of comics. So my style of comedy, I derive off of life.
Yes, yes.
I get jokes from my
Me too.
job.
Yep.
I get jokes from my house. I get jokes from just going to the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
I grab a joke just from sitting here. And when I say that, it has to sit right, because someone can say, hey, man, I got a joke for you. Once you tell people what you do,
Yeah.
now all of a sudden they're an expert at it, but you
Hey,
did not
you should-
hear them.
Hey, you should turn that like we just conversating. Hey, you should turn that into a joke.
No.
It's not that easy.
Not even that easy. It's not even if I wanted
Not
to.
even like that
Yep,
at all.
even if I wanted
because
to.
it'll be funny just us
Just
three.
us.
That's
but
right.
when you go out there and try to say the same thing,
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
It's not the
Even if
same.
even if you warped it as much as you wanted to,
Yep.
it's just not the same.
No, it's not the same.
And people say that all the time when they find out you're doing comedy. They just want to tell you these joke ideas. They really do.
It be the most hackiest, coolest jokes, because I understand where people come from,
Yeah.
But you have. I couldn't see myself infringing on your real personal space just because look like you're easy to manipulate or
Right.
befriend. This person ain't gonna put me down, but you can look at somebody who don't have no balls, no nothing, and you're afraid of that person, and you won't even go and say anything. But people who you feel you could just come into their space and be kind with, you tend to want to be aggressive with, because you're not getting the attention that you think you should get from said person.
Right.
For myself, when I come to Dave, thank you so much. I'm not here for a podcast. You let me inside of your home. I'm not thinking about no podcast. I'm thinking about how should my character be inside this man's home.
Okay.
this right here, that's something different, you know?
Yeah.
So when I write my comedy is about how can I go into this all-white establishment and get away with saying, what you say at the N-word? Saying it hard, too. And 9 times out of 10, I can get away with it. You know what I mean? It rolls off my tongue like that, you know what I mean? Because I don't
know what
use
it
it.
is.
That's right, you know what I mean? I don't go around using it. So when
Yeah.
it's time to use it, I articulate it in a fashion to where it can be used and is used for that component. You know, you get most people, they use it to get shock factor. Oh, that was good. Well, what else come after that then? You said that because what? You know, like I see, I won't call them hack comics. I'm just only doing this to troll a little bit.
Yeah.
But I see hack comics. It be only one black person in the room. Now they got these black jokes that the crowd ain't with because they probably like the black person or they kind of like, you know what I mean? Those are not that, come on, bro. You can't do better than that.
Yeah,
You can't get more wittier than that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're trying to grab some type. So if that person wasn't in there, you're telling me that material that you said that you wrote had that person directly stated in it.
Right. Right.
They don't, you know. Most comics in this era, because I graduated with the group of comics who I feel and I know has changed the game of newer comics like yourself.
Thank you. Yeah. And when you say graduated, what do you mean? Like graduated? You went to Bobby shop or
Who?
Bobby at Upstage?
Man,
You didn't do his shop.
Writing class. You didn't come to my writing
When you
class.
said graduated
I'm
class,
that's right.
I started thinking like, damn, you took a class? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, man. Man, people are afraid to really sit down with me to interject what they know to really help me. They want to give me advice, but they want it to be for their controlling sake.
Right.
You get where I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah.
And then when they do, they passively give me information. You know? Don't nobody really do anything for me for real. And I can
Right.
say that confidently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here in San Antonio, I can say I made my way because I have been funny.
Yeah.
Man, I'm legit funny.
Yeah. I laugh every time. Dude. I'm not. Every fucking time Duck's on stage. Look, we got every fucking time, bro. Matter of fact, real quick. I'm sorry. Let me tell you a funny story. So when I first started dating my girl, I was in Corpus. She was in San Antonio. We were long distance for a little bit. And then I guess one night we're on the phone, we're talking whatever, and she already knew I wanted to do stand up. Right, I've been talking about it my whole life. And she was like, "Oh, that's funny. I'm at a bar right now, and they're doing stand up right now." And she has a video. I'll show you later. And in the video, who's on stage in the background?
What?
Swear to God. Swear to God, bro. Swear to God, you're in the background. It was at Rockies, right?
Yeah, Rocky.
It was at Rockies, and like, yeah, she has a video. We'll show you later.
Wow.
We'll put it up on the. I'm just kidding. The editor. We're gonna put that video up later. But no, yeah, man, that's really cool. You know, what a small world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
Out of all-
Definitely.
and to be honest, out of all the comedians that could have been in that video or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you, man.
I am
Duck's
in the
funny.
places. I am in the places where most people won't be because I am a people's person. All right. See, here we're talking about comedy, and that's the realm that a lot of you guys know me in.
Yes, sir.
No one knows me outside of comedy. You know, and I've been in the game now going on 10 years. All right. Actually standing on the stage. And
Right.
I feel on my 10th year, nobody's gonna be able to tell me anything because of how I got here. I didn't skip no processes. I didn't beg nobody. I only asked. I thought my body of work would be enough in the comedy game. And this is what we get now when I go into the graduating class that I was with. My class that I came up with right now, I have surpassed a lot of them in a lot of meticulous and very characteristic ways. That visually, it may look as if they're at this point. You don't deserve to be there, and you really don't want to be there because you're missing out on everything. I won't say everything behind you. You skipped a lot of the valuables to
Right.
keep you there.
Who are some of the comics that came up with you? Like maybe a
Like
couple
when you
of
said
them?
you started 10 years ago, who was hitting open mics with you 10 years ago?
Yeah.
that's still around.
Yeah. I choose not to call their name.
Okay.
Yeah, and just as much because I used to praise these people.
Okay.
I used to admire these people. I used to want to be like these people.
Right.
I was inspired behind you. I cared about what you did. I enjoyed what you did. That's what made me so good at who I am now.
right,
Because
yeah.
I never once hated on them guys or them females for being funny, jumping spots. But all of them, they hated on me. And I can honestly say, here in San Antonio, a lot of my graduating class, I put money in their pocket. A lot of my graduating class, I showed them how to be what they call host. I showed them how to do proper comedy. But all of them decided to stab me in the back because of the graduating class that I come up with being so jealous of my progression instead of allowing me to grow with them, helping me grow with them. They closed doors on me. They did it intentionally in my face, and I never said one word, and I never retaliated.
Right.
Damn haters, man. Don't you hate the haters, man?
I want to hate the haters, but coming from where I'm coming from, these are not real haters.
Yeah.
You ain't a real hater. I come from Alabama. I told you I never had, we don't do that back home.
If you ain't got a hater, you ain't doing something right.
That sound good to people who want to build that type of rapport about themselves. I'm telling you, I didn't have one.
Right.
So how am I coming around trying to be hateful, trying to create? If I came up here doing the things that these people lied about and said that I was the person about, man, I wouldn't exist.
Right.
I wouldn't exist. You know, I'm who they speak about now. And I'm not trying to beat my chest. I'm no big bad joke or nothing like that. But they can't come and say that they did anything for me that actually opened up a door for me, helped me out, elevated me, put me up. They're going to say, well, Duke, we called and put you. You ain't never put me on shit.
Oh, man.
Nothing.
Your jokes are getting to where you are, not help from a friend.
No help from a friend. I write jokes every single day. I have notepads.
You've been in the
up.
game for 10 years. I've been in it for 6 months, and I'm quickly learning that comedy friends shouldn't even be called that label.
Yeah, they don't even sit down. They don't.
Those two words shouldn't even go together.
Nope.
Comedy friends.
Nope.
It's more like comedy. What's what I'm looking for?
A lot of these guys bond together.
Acquaintances, yeah, comedy acquaintances.
Yeah, they bond together now over, again, you have gatekeepers that they call now.
Yeah.
You know,
we know all about the gatekeepers.
And those guys whisper to everybody.
Yes, they do.
I run a mic over there at Rocky's Tavern, one of the hottest mics in the city. Been running it for 5 years. I started off 2 years over there by myself. Everybody knew I had it. First mic on a Sunday. But seeing that everybody's so overzealous to do nothing when here I am trying to build something because I hear y'all claim y'all want something. But when that real thing derives, you don't want that. So you go out and create something else, and then you take all of the washouts and the whitewash, the people who don't want correction, the people who don't want to learn real etiquette, the people who just want to be subjected to be liked because they need friends. I like everybody, but I don't need them.
Right, yes.
But hear me out when I say this. I do need them because I'm in a profession and a field where I need people to help this grow.
Yeah.
I can be duck all day. Man, I haven't headlined my own show yet.
Right.
And I know I can.
Right. You're the host. You could do whatever you want.
I know I can,
Right.
you know? So I feel a lot of my fan base that I have right now, only because I have not headlined my own actual show. They know I put together shows and try to offer opportunities for other aspiring comedians. All right? And when I say aspiring comedian, they're just somebody who want to quit their job because they don't got no understanding and want to sit down and have Joe Blow, the schmuck over here.
I'm aspiring to be a comedian, but I got to go extend it at the unemployment line here.
When I started the LOL Comedy Club. Someone said, hey, man, there's a comedy show going on tonight. It's an open mic. I was like, open mic? What you mean? They said you could sign up and tell jokes. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
I go in there, sign up. That's when everything was sign up. You walk in, put your name on. You getting called up.
You get called up.
If you don't know anything about that,
say it's right there.
you know, you sign up, you go up.
That's how it used to be. Now they pick their friends out the bucket. Yeah, we know all about too well here at Double Dave's.
And I hope they hear you say that.
No,
because
I'll say it out loud.
That's
I'll
right.
stare right into
That's
my
right.
camera. I've said it 3, 4, 5 times over, man.
That's right, because I've been on the mountaintop speaking there just for equality, not because I want to be here. I don't care. I'm there. I'm in the building. And most of the times, man, I feel like I'm the funniest one in the building.
Yes.
But if you're going to just throw me up later, I probably can't be because you're not ready to put the whitewash up. You know, you done already set the stage for what you want people to like, and
Right,
people gonna cheer
right,
for it. I done
right.
seen the hackiest, suckiest acts, horrible, but all because you have a gatekeeper
Yeah.
to vouch for this over the person who they know. Man, I done seen them put so many horrible comments up before me. I done seen them. I'm a main feature here in San Antonio. I'm
100%.
somebody walk up.
I believe
Okay.
it.
When I come to your establishment, I come to bring life to your establishment.
Yes.
All right? I'm not just popping up at your shows just to be there. I don't need anything from you. But a reverence of respect, that will work. Because if you popped up in my show, I already know you here because you know I'm gonna put you on, and I will, and I want to see you fail or succeed. I'm not there to make a mockery of you, but when I get to their spots, oh, they try to act like I ain't in the building.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
How you gonna act like you don't know who Duck is? You see all these people just laid the red carpet out for me.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I tried to come
I'm
here
telling you.
inconspicuous, but you see the love that I'm getting. What do you think that come from? You think that come from gossiping? Think that come from you having? You think that come from me doing the shit y'all saying I'm doing? Why are you by yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So outside of that, these comics that you have now, the new age comics, they're not gonna go no further than
Then right
content,
there where
internet.
they're at,
They're not. You got to have
Do you still go
experience.
to LOL? When's the last time you been there?
I was there Tuesday. You
Okay, you
I'm
went
still
for the
waiting on my
open
time.
mic?
I did.
And you got up?
Man, I didn't. I should have, because them they sucked.
No, I'm telling you, man. Look, when I first started this comedy thing.
Hold on, before
Yeah,
you
go,
start
go,
right
go,
there.
go.
All right. Hear me out, LOL.
Hit it.
There it is.
Hear me out.
Here
Hear
it
me
is.
out, LOL. Hear me out, Upstage Comedy Lounge. Those are the only two prominent comedy venues here. LOL is the #1.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all think y'all coming up with is nothing. It's LOL. You cannot compete with it. Me, myself, I wanted my first attention-seeking on the mic to be at the LOL Comedy Club.
Right.
And I got blocked from the managers, from the owners, from 2016 on up to right now. They can make it happen. They still can make it right. But to make it right will admit that they was at fault.
That was wrong. Yeah.
I'm humble. I know you're at fault. I'm waiting on you to admit it yourself so you can be free.
Yeah.
Because you're holding me up and I'm already free of you. I'm already free of you. You did that. I ain't mad at it. Ain't nobody hold you accountable, and I'm the one should be holding you accountable for it.
Yeah. It's time just to move on, right?
Move on.
Move on, and you know.
These guys have had a thorn in their side for me, and they can't tell you why.
Because you're funnier than them?
And then they won't say it to my face.
Not at all. No, Will. No one says anything to your face these days.
I'm not bad. I'm not no big. I don't go around doing folks wrong. But a lie is a lie, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I wanted to be at the LOL, but I got blocked there, okay?
Damn.
And I got blocked there from my graduating class.
That's
Hating on me.
crazy, man.
man.
I hear about that all the time. Like Zach was telling me the other night, he's like, he's banned here, he's banned there, he can't go here, he can't go there.
I'm not banned, though.
Right.
I'm not banned. Again, these
Yeah.
clubs ain't never came out and told me
But-
I can't be. They
Wait,
do it.
How do you get banned? Is
Right,
it,
exactly.
How do you get banned?
That's a good fucking question.
Zach, when you watch
How
this
do you get
episode,
banned?
comment
Doug,
how you get banned.
Here's the way I see it, man. So there's not a lot of people that got they got a pass. In me, the way I see it, a comedian, whether you're just starting out or Cat Williams, right? To me, you got a pass.
Yep.
You should be able to go up there and do whatever you want, say whatever you want, whatever, right?
You should.
So other than maybe you made a fool of yourself because you drank too much or
Right.
you got in a fight or something like to get banned.
Right.
I get it, but would they ban anybody for saying something maybe too obscene? Or
Man, listen, they have had people.
We'll have 30
They have had people pull out guns inside of these comedy clubs. They have had people fight. They have, you know what I mean?
Guns?
I have been involved in a fight that someone of my graduating class sent them on me to do so.
Oh my goodness.
And with that being said, they don't want to hear the fact that the person that they sent to come over there to try to get me out of my spot, even though that situation happened, man, that person talked. And that person apologized for the situation and told me how it went down.
Wow.
So I didn't have a fault with that person. I have a fault with the person who's still trying to hold that and act like they didn't do anything, but try to poke at you and try to make it seem like I was the problem. I wasn't. I never been nobody's problem.
Yeah.
It's only that people are jealous for whatever reason, I don't know. But if you explain it to me, it'll get a little bit better.
Man, that
you
that jealousy bug, man.
And it's harsh. It's harsh, you know?
It is, man, because like I'm the co-host of Double Dave's, right? And like, it is what it is, right? I manifested it, but still, I was about to say I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this shit. But no, dude, it is what it is. Like, it's just you can feel it. You can feel it. Like you can see it in their eyes. It's like, how the fuck did you get co-host of Double Dave's? You just started. Like even when I get booked for shows, people are like, "Why you?" Like, you can see it.
It's all favoritism. Once again, a lot of these newer comics that's on the scene right now, I'm talking about the comics that's out there right now who got rooms, we got bar rooms, I think they promote us, all that. These guys are not going through the process at all. All right? They don't have money to pay a comedian like me $700 a pop.
Yep.
So you really think that you getting money?
Yeah, right.
From them?
Right.
Hell no. They just found a venue who want to make money. All right, see if you can give me some money here. All right, we'll go because it's bringing in bullshit. And bullshit sell these days, you know?
Yeah.
But these same people who got these rooms, I done put on shows, I got the receipts, all right, I can pull it out right now if we want to, all right? But these same people get these rooms, act like they don't even see me. And I want to be able to say this back then, but I didn't hear from them. I'm like, man, y'all cowards. Y'all don't want change. Y'all don't want to be funny. You thought that you can see who I was and thought you could do what I do. What I do is hard. All right, it comes with a lot of backlash too, especially from people who don't want to do what you want to do. All right, I don't just tell comedy, so I don't play that shit all the time.
Right,
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I separate everything. I respect people of their age, value, and creed.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a mother, 3 sisters. They're still alive. So when it come down to women, I'm the most respectful man when it come down to a woman. Overly flirtatious at times, and when I say that, because you should make the other opposite sex feel as if they're who they are, vulnerable enough, or but you got to have that protecting attitude behind it too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
If you're gonna woo, you got to be able to protect, and you got to know what protection is, because just because these women are nice and kind, they assholes too now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you could be kind and a gentleman, and they still turn on you too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, and I know, and to put lies out, you know. So, but in the comedy game, man, my first time doing stand up was at the LOL Comedy Club, and I still remember my first joke that I told. Now that joke has evolved.
Right.
That joke has evolved to one of my masterpieces.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But I still remember that the comics that I sit down and talk with today, boy, I'm working on something new, or I'm doing something different. Oh yeah, I'm trying to try something. What the hell?
You need to polish up that other stuff, right?
I sit back and watch every comic in the city of San Antonio.
Yes, you do.
And boy, I go through some shit trying to sit back and watch that shit. They want me to laugh so bad. They want to, man, if you get me, you got me, because I'm there to laugh. But what you're not going to do is make me the butt end of some shit that you already can't put together. That's what don't make it right.
Yeah,
All right?
right.
I appreciate you having me, because I've always been a laugher. You know, so I'm gonna make the show good. I'm gonna make wherever we at fun, but don't make me the butt end of your joke.
Right.
You know, because I'm gonna get up on the stage. Now it's my time. Now, when I get up on the stage, I'm not gonna say your name. I'm not gonna even hint what you just got through doing. But nobody's gonna mention that after I'm funny and I didn't retaliate or say anything back to you. Now I ain't saying I wouldn't say anything back. Now I done put my set list up. Now I'm going into militant mode, because I know how to speak. You know, you thought it was a joke until you ran across this. So
Right.
now I got to put it in this way. Now you want to say, oh, it's a joke, Doug. Oh, because you're not intelligent enough.
Yeah.
Had you been intelligent enough, you wouldn't have done it. Yep.
Have you done any stand up outside of San Antonio?
I have. I'm a frequent flyer in Houston.
Okay.
I'm still working on Austin. Austin is still not my best spot, and it's only because I don't go there daily. All right?
Right.
But San Antonio, I'm still trying to conquer. Most people gonna tell you, you need to leave your hometown. I hate it when they came and told me that. I left Alabama. We didn't have comedy in Alabama. So why would I come to San Antonio
And leave San Antonio.
where they have what I'm looking for? Now, comedy wasn't it, is what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
We're just talking about comedy now.
Yeah, right.
Why would I leave San Antonio? Y'all are coming up with trash-ass rooms every other day. All right, allow me to come help make it better if you want me there. But everybody just got to know, locally, y'all comics, I'm $150 for y'all locally. If y'all just want me to come to y'all mediocre ass shows, just pull up. Don't try to offer me, all right, because the comedy club ain't gonna pay me but $10.
Oh, shit. A free drink.
And the only thing I ask is just call me. I don't need your money. I work for myself. I don't pay my rent off of comedy. Comedy has
100%,
never paid my
100%.
rent.
Yeah.
Comedy, for me, has only paid other comics. I'm not a promoter more than I am a comic.
Right,
But I'm a wonderful promoter.
Yeah.
I am a good promoter. I'm one of the best in the city. Everything that people out there doing now in their promotions, y'all got it from Duck.
Yep. You heard it here.
They
That's
know
right.
they did. They got open mic showcases, right?
Yeah.
They got it from Duck.
Three open mics and then
Oh,
the showcase.
and then we go a showcase. They got it from Duck.
That's the duck recipe
All these
right
new
there.
hashtags everybody got with all these slogans. They got it from Duck. I ain't saying I created a hashtag.
I was about to say Duck invented hashtag.
What I'm saying is, once I came up with my phrase,
Yeah.
Duck Easy, first time funny, book it, hashtag, nobody had that. Next thing you know, you saw everybody with a little cliche
Hashtag
ass,
book
what they do. Motherfucker, I'm the real deal.
We're gonna have to get a hat that says
Book it.
Book it. Yeah.
But y'all got this from
y'all
Duck.
got it from Doug.
You got it from Doug.
Y'all got it from Duck, and they cannot deny it. Now, I don't want to take credit for these guys' attitudes and character now.
Yeah.
Right.
That come from them gatekeepers telling them guys this. Those gatekeepers messed up a lot of comics. They messed them up. They pulled them from me while I had them on a stage every Friday. I called them up so much, they said, I can't stop. I thought that's what y'all wanted. That's what
Right.
make you good. Now all of a sudden I can't call you now. I can't put you. Well, what about me? Call me then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Call me just like I called you. Now let's get into clean comedy real quick.
Ooh,
Clean
shit.
comedy, clean. We talking about a local clean comedy because all of the comedians I know now, I don't look at y'all big names who y'all call. I don't know these people who y'all call. Y'all can call any name. I don't know them. Put me on the stage with them and see if I'm equivalent with them. Other than that, you ain't finna make them better than me right off the bat. I'm sorry. Especially in a field that I know I'm good at. You know, hey, he weld pipe. Okay, then cool. I can weld a fence.
Right.
Same shit. It's the same shit. What he gonna do different? He gonna pull out a different machine? It's gonna be Bluetooth? Only thing gonna change is whatever the machine is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Not what I need to do, the job that need to be done, right? Okay, so the comics that you have on these platforms right now, man, these are just shells and babies of these used to be's.
Really? Yeah.
And it's nobody that I look up to outside of me. I only look at the local comedians. Everybody that I'm speaking about, coming about, is these local celebrity comedians who had their opportunity. They don't want to move and they don't want to help, but they
Right.
only want to try to dictate and block and hold people back. And I can't say, y'all done it. Y'all successfully did it. But at the same time, y'all have become horrible comedians. Horrible. Not me. I'm gonna progress. But they try to put me in positions to lose, you know?
Yeah.
It's a spot that I go to. They'll wait until everybody leave before they put me up. Motherfucker, I ain't need nobody but the bartender anyway.
Right? Yeah. I'll make the bartender laugh.
What the
all
hell
right.
they talking about?
Yeah.
What the hell? Y'all
Yeah.
walk that crowd, not me.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't walk that crowd, you know? So when it comes down to comedy clubs, y'all owning these bars and getting all these rooms, you can do what you want to do, but you only holding an open mic because you want friends.
Not me, not
You
me.
need somebody like you.
I just started open mic.
You
but
need somebody
Not me.
because
I just started open mic.
It's only your second
I'm
one
the
or third one, right?
I'm the only comedian promoter that will sit back and watch somebody's entire set for years on years on years consistently. I'm the only one. I know everybody's material, which is nothing. Is always switching up something new. Ain't nobody sticking in nothing because they want to be better than me if they talk to me. Hey, Duck, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Yeah, comedy, man. Well, yeah, I got a show. Yeah, I got 13 shows coming up. I don't give a damn because you got 13 shows. You weren't funny at the first. So why would I expect people to come to the other 12? It's not fair.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not fair. People want to be seen more than they actually putting the value out there.
Right.
And that's not right. I'm a wonderful comedian.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, you really are.
Put me in these positions like y'all put all of this other babbage out there. You can do it. You have an opportunity. But what they'll do, you'll have I got to say this, you'll have an all-black show, right? All-black show, but everybody on it, white or Hispanic. You don't got the first good black comedian that talks about black people, black issues that can relate, that looks like they relate. No, you only have different people who talk against us. And us as black people, we're looking for a laugh. We'll take a good insult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But please don't play us like we no motherfucking fools. Just because you thought that shit was funny, it wasn't. I just know us as a black people. We ain't gonna hold it against you.
Yeah.
Right.
But you
Yeah,
best
that's what I
believe
was
you
talking
won't-
about the past, right?
Yeah.
On the comedians, right? You know, because there's been some pretty bad ones out there.
Horrible.
I mean, where they just come out and they just wipe everybody out as far as races, right? They don't really care, but they got a pass, right? What happens, I think, is some people in the comedian community, right, or whatever, I think they take it to heart, man. And they get all upset, like, what the fuck?
They
you
do.
know, what
Comes
are they
sensitive.
saying? You know, I shouldn't be saying wetback or shouldn't be saying the N-word and so forth. But like, man, it's a comedian. He's up there trying to make you laugh,
He is.
right? Regardless if you took it bad or not,
Yep.
that's what he's trying to do,
Correct.
right? Because he could turn around and start talking about, women and men's anatomies and all this shit.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
he
not-
can get really obscene,
He
right?
can.
Why aren't you going to get mad at that?
Right.
That's just as bad.
Right.
Right?
See, the most
I mean-
nature of comedy, most people think the nature of comedy is dick pussy jokes, racist jokes.
Yeah.
It's not. I had to learn to get up out of that myself, which was never my go-to now, okay? It was never my go-to at all. But now I use those hack jokes, and they are so funny, and I have come up with some good, penis jokes.
Yeah.
So hey, Doug, so let me tell you that my very first, because remember back then there was no TV shows, man, for comedian. We didn't have Comedian Central
Right.
or Comedy Central. We didn't have that, man, growing up. So we had to go buy the album, right? And the very first album I bought was Bill Cosby's album, where he talks about the little kid and the birthday cake and all that. He doesn't say one curse word in the entire hour and whatever one curse word. I mean, did what he did, or if he didn't do what he did, right? That was fucking funny, dude.
Yes.
And I could listen to it today on my album and still laugh.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
It was just as clean as can be, man.
timeless.
So
It is. It's timeless.
I would like to ask a question on that one. So, what do you guys consider clean comedy to be? Because you just gave a real good example of Bill Cosby.
That's
Cosby.
to me. That's it.
That's right.
there.
And then I apologize. And then we find out what Bill Cosby had in on the back end, right?
yeah.
Right.
Does that take away from how clean the comedy is for you now?
No.
No, right?
Absolutely
So
not.
now you say, what is clean comedy? Regardless if he didn't say, I will put something in somebody's drink or whatever. And I ain't saying he did. I'm just saying, okay?
Yeah.
All right. For just because he didn't say that in a joke, you don't think that he had that emotion, that feeling to be able to be inspired to write that clean joke? Because I have racial jokes. Then I have racist jokes.
Yeah.
But I got to be inspired enough to write that racist joke where it sit well. Because if I say it wrong one time, I'm going to offend someone. But I can say that joke multiple occasions everywhere I want to if I say it right.
Right.
And I have had no one come back to me off a backlash off any of my good racial jokes that I have. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's all about the articulation of the writing. You also have to be a character. You also have to be a people's person.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to clean comedy, what do you consider to be clean?
To me, honestly, I just think as long as there's no curse words, no sex, no racial jokes.
When I went from Bill
what I-
Cosby to Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip to Delirious,
come on now.
to Raw.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So
Come on now.
there hasn't been.
Come on now.
There hasn't been any more, man.
It ain't no more after that.
There ain't no more.
So when we come now to the basis of clean comedy, most people say, well, clean comedy is all about you not cursing. That's not true.
Yeah.
So you're saying you can do clean comedy and still curse?
Yes.
I got a clean comedy show coming up at the end of March.
Yes. Now you thinking because you said it like that. Let me get it straight for everybody because they'll articulate
Okay.
and take
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
say
Right.
out of pocket.
Okay.
Okay. All right. If I do a comedy show at a church, okay, the church is about what? Truth, realism, salvation,
Yeah.
bringing light to a dark situation,
Yeah.
finding hope, finding peace, saving the lost. So all those people that's inside of that congregation that decide to come to a comedy show at a church, first of all, y'all out of pocket. That's not what the church is for. That's
Right.
first off.
It's not what
Yeah.
it's meant for.
All right, that's not what it's meant for at all. But seeing that we want to be subject to the worldviews to and fit in, ain't nothing wrong with that. So when you hold a clean comedy show at a church, guess what? You're inviting everybody.
Right.
Now, you either having this comedy show for it to be funny for everybody, or you're trying to draw people in to create salvation. You know?
Right.
So you get someone like me, because I've done church shows before.
Really?
All right, we talking about the cursing part of it.
Yeah, and you cursed in church during your set?
See how you say it, make it seem like every other word is a curse word. Right?
Right.
That's what you make it seem like.
Well, he might have just said like hell or damn.
That's right. If I use ass or if I use hell, I could use damn.
Yeah, right.
If it's articulate to what we're talking about, somebody needed to hear it that way.
Yeah.
Right.
In order to understand it, you know. So when it comes down, you have comics that go inside of a church to do clean comedy. Only thing they stick to is think they got to talk about the Lord. Yeah, it's easy to get away.
Oh, no.
Now you're just making a mockery of it.
No,
Right.
yeah, no.
That's not you. You didn't make that set list up, you know.
All right, Doug.
Uh-oh.
We have
Hey,
come.
before we start
Yeah,
that
go,
one,
go,
I want
go.
just one more quick question,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Where'd you get your stage name?
Duck Easy?
Yeah.
All right, I got the name Duck in 8th grade. I remember this guy, Kevin Cleveland. Shout out to Kevin Cleveland, 8th grade. All right. He walked in the classroom. He looked at me. He's always be the class clown joke. He looked at me. He said, hey, man, you look like a duck. He looked at the whole entire class. He said, everybody, we're going to start calling him Duck.
Jeez.
And they started chanting on the table, Duck, 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 Duck. And that was my first standing ovation. All right? And this, Easy, I got this name right here, God rest his soul, from my real good friend, Quentin Foster. Okay? He gave me the name Easy because he said I was easygoing, easy talking. And shout out to awareness to suicide prevention awareness. This was a real good friend right here. It is a real thing. And I do miss him, but he was such an inspiration in my life.
Okay.
And I just put Duck Easy together. And man, when I tell you, I've been nothing but impactful with that name because of where the two spirits come from.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the 10+ years, man.
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah, I'm glad you came on and man, kind of vented out, man. Said some truth out
And
there.
that worked.
time flies, man.
Yeah.
We've already
So-
reached this part. Ink
Yeah.
Splats, everybody knows this part of the show.
I don't. Y'all got me.
Our fans do. Our fans
yeah.
do.
So what we do is basically there's these ink splats here. They don't really they're not real pictures.
There's
But
no
we're
wrong
just-
answers.
There's no wrong answers or no right answers. But we're just gonna ask you, what do you see
Yes.
when you see these ink splats? Okay. So here's the first one right here. Here you go. You hold it up.
There we go.
You're kind of in the center.
What's that look like to you, Duck? Color one eye.
Yeah. It's definitely an ant with booby eyes. And those look like cornrows almost, but they're not. It's a design. Maybe finger curls. Let me try the other eye. Yeah, it's definitely what I just described. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next
What you
one.
saw right there.
Whoa! I remember that night. Hey, I told them specifically, I said, do not record me. That's exactly what that is. That's that one night.
That one
Baby,
night.
I'm sorry.
Last one, Doug.
Yeah. That's a butterfly effect. I see a angry penguin with a toupee and a few, and that look like a missile. Yeah. And no, actually, it's an ovary. I see it now. Yeah, it's an ovary with two loose eggs. Did I get it
Everybody
right?
says it's a penguin, man.
It's a penguin with
Everybody
ovaries.
says it's a penguin.
Okay, a penguin with ovaries. That's what it is.
Yeah,
then.
that's it.
Now, is that finger paint, or was that an accident?
I just Google ink splats and then I print them out.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody probably just dropped some inks and then just splatted it, and then that's it.
And
that's
that's
what
the
it came
stuff
out.
I see when I stand up too fast, being dizzy, right?
Spots. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.